Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the 21st video of a playlist for cloning a Disney Plus website using MERN tag. In this video, we are going to make the movie details page and continue our movies page in the previous video. So in here, I'm going to open up my movie details page. As usually, I will just going to replace this div with a React fragment, and then after that I'm going to make a new div inside of here, div with a class name equal to product, and then inside of here we will have a div with a class name equal to product title container. Wait a second, product title container. Oh, this is supposed to be, wait a second, movie title container. And then instead of here we will have an h1 with a class name equal to movie title, and for the movie title this is going to be movie. After this we are going to have a link component that comes from the recruiter DOM. Wait, where is the suggestion? There should be one of them. I think there's something wrong in here. We're just going to link. Okay, there's no link in here. Link for this link is going to redirect to new movie route, and also in here I have to import it. Import link, maybe like this. Link from the, wait a second, movies. In here I'm just going to copy the link from the recruiter DOM, copy and then paste it here, save. For this link we are going to have a button with the class name equal to product, movie add button, and for the text it's going to be create. Save it. After we make this movie title, below of this div with a movie, below of this movie title container, we are going to make a new div with a class name equal to movie top, and for this movie top we will have a div with a class name equal to movie top right. So this was the right component or the right side of the view. Inside of here we will have the product, the movie info top. Whoops, this is supposed to be some div, and then it will have class name equal to movie info top. Save. After this I'm going to put some image inside of this movie info top. That's going to be a source, where the source is going to be some dynamic data that come from here. So I'm going to make a new variable, and if you remember in the previous video here in the movie.jsx, when we put some link in here inside of the link to the movie, we are passing the state of the movie ID. So in this movie details we are going to retrieve that and then make a query in here. So I'm going to use location, and then we will have cons movie ID is equal to location.state.movie ID. But first, let's go to the app.js here. It's supposed to be movie, and then here we write it movie, okay? Because when I was open my console log, there's some warning said there's no match root with the movies, something like that. I thought the warning is come from here, but it is not from here, so that means we are good to go. After we get the movie ID here, Wait a second, where's the error? Oh, in here. After we get our movie ID here, we are going to get a specific data. We are going to get some specific data from the database. After this movie ID, we will get we will have a use state. I'm going to import it first and then use the snippet here. For the use state is going to be movie details, and for the default value is just going to be some empty object. Down below here we will have use effect. First I'm going to import it, and then here we are going to have some arrow function with the function of get movie, and then details is equal to async. This is going to be some async function, and also some arrow function. Instead of here we will have a try, and then cat block here, error, and then console.log if you have the error. But if there is no error here, we are going to run a cons res equal to await axios. Don't forget to import the axios, and it will be a get from the movies slash find slash, and here we are going to put the movie ID, comma, and then here we are going to have the headers. The headers is going to be token, and this token is I will just going to copy it from here. Oh no, from the API calls here. I will just copy the token and then pass it here. Alt shift set save. After we get the data here, we are going to set movie details to the rest.data. Save it, and now below of this function we will get movie details. Let's save it and see, and here we are going to rewrite the source to the movie details.img, and for the alt is going to be movie details.title. Save it, and for the parameters here, maybe here I will just going to pass the movie ID, then save it. Let's go to the website here and go to the movies. I'm going to click the edit button here. It's redirect us to the movie creates movie, and then we have the create button here. But we inspect it and then refresh the website. I think that we got fine, and then undefined is 500. So basically we are not getting the state from the movies here. It's for the name is movie ID. Let me see here. Oh yeah, and here we forgot to change these movies to props. Let's save it and go back to the movie, refresh the website, wait until the loading is done. Here I'm going to click the edit one more time, and we got the Big Hero 6 along with the title. So that means our getting movie details data is working. Now what left is just give it a style to this one. Okay. After we have the image, below of this image we'll have a span with a class name equal to movie name, and for the text it's going to be movie details.title. Let's save it, and below of this movie info top we will have div with a class name equal to movie info bottom, and then this is going to be the closing tag of the div. Inside of this info bottom we will have two div. This is the first one. For the first one is going to have for this both is going to have class equal to movie info key. This is going to be the ID, and below of here, whoops, it's supposed to be movie info item, and instead of here we will have a span with a class name equal to movie info key, and for the label, maybe this is the label, is going to be the ID, and then we will have a span with a class name equal to movie info value, and then for the value it's going to be movie details dot underline ID. Here I'm going to copy the movie item here, paste it below of it, and for the next one is going to be the year. Maybe I will just going to give it some space here. After the year we have the movie details dot year. Let's save and see. Here we got the ID and the year. This is looking bad because we are not styling it yet, but we will give it some style later. After we are creating this movie top in here, I'm going to make a new div with a class name equal to movie bottom, and then instead of this movie bottom we are going to have a form to edit our movie later. Maybe I will make the video for it, or maybe in this video, I don't know. So let's just make the form. For the form is going to have a class name equal to movie form, and then inside of this form we will have a div with a class name equal to movie form left. Inside of this movie form left we will have a label with a text of movie title. Below of this label we will have an input. The input type is going to be text. For the placeholder is going to be movie details. Whoops, it's supposed to be a dynamic block, and here we are going to have movie details dot title. So this was the title edits. Before the user editing the movie title, it will tell the user what is the current movie title by giving it instead of the placeholder. After that, I'm going to give it name equal to title, and in here on change I will make some on change even here, but for now I will just make it null. Wait a second, null. After we make this, we are going to make others input, like for example label. Whoops, it's supposed to be label is, we are not going to have the HTML for it. The second one is going to be, let me see, the movie models in here. After the title we will have the description, Jumbotron, trailer, movie duration, year. Maybe I will just make it for the category. So category, and then input in here. Input is going to be text. For the placeholder is just going to be same. Movie details dot category. For the name is going to be category, and for the on change is going to be null. Let's save it and see how it looks in here. We got the movie, we got the movie title input and the category input. After we make all of this, we are going to make the movie form right in here. Outside of this movie form left, we will have a div with a class name equal to movie form right, and instead of this movie form right, we will have a div with a class name equal to movie up. uploads. Inside of this movie upload, we'll have an image with a source of a dynamic block here. This movie details.img, and then for the alt is just going to be the movie details.title here, title, and then class name equal to movie upload image, and below of this we will have a label. We don't need the HTML4, and then for the label is going to be publish, or maybe we are not going to have it and we need the HTML4. It's going to be for the file. Below of it we'll have an input with the type of file, and the ID is going to be file. For the style is equal to display none, but maybe I can just make it with a class name is equal to hidden, and then save. Now the last thing we need is below of this movie upload, I'm going to make a button with an on click event. On click is equal to, it will be just null for now, and for the text it's going to be update. Let's save and see how it looks. We get our Big Hero 6 image and then the update button. After we're done with decorating the structure of the page, we can now add the style to it. For the movie here, we will have flex is 4. Maybe I will make it arbitrary here. And for the padding, wait, like this, isn't it? Okay. For the padding is going to be 20 pixel. We'll save it. And now let's see, maybe there's something changed in here, or no, nothing different, nothing changed. Okay, so we got our form. Give a little bit padding in here. After that, inside of this movie title container, I will give it flex, and for the items is center, and for the justify is between. Save. Let's see how it looks. Here we got our movie, and then create in here. For the button here, I'm going to give it width is equal to 80 pixel. Border is none. For the padding is going to be 5 pixel here, 5 pixel. For the background, wait, it will be background, this will be, what is it, it will be blue. Then let me see for the suggestion here, which one is cute, maybe the 800. For the color, for the text color, it's going to be white. For the rounded is MD. For the font, for the text size, is going to be 16 pixel. Oh, outsip sets. Okay, so it didn't works. And for the cursor, whoops. For the cursor, is going to be pointer. Let's save it and see, it's supposed to be 5 pixel. Now let's save and see in here. We got our create button here, right here. For the movie top, this will be flex. We'll have display is equal to flex. And for this movie right, for this movie top right, and then wait a second. For this movie top right is going to have flex is equal to 1. And then for the movie top right is also going to have padding is 20 pixel. Margin is going to be 20 pixel also. And for the after that we will have the style for the movie. Wait a second. For the movie info image, so in here I'm going to give it class name equal to movie info image. For this image we will give it width is going to be 40 pixel, and for the height is going to be 40 pixel also. After that we'll have rounded is going to be, maybe let me see here which one I searching. Maybe for the MD save I will make it full is 999. Maybe I will just make it arbitrary here. It will be 15%. It can be arbitrary, right? Okay. For the, wait a second, I will search in the documentation here, and after that I'm going to give it object is cover, and for the MR or margin right is going to be 20 pixel. Let's save it. After we are giving this image some style, we are going to give the style also to this movie info top. For the display is going to be flex. For the items it's going to be center. After that we are going to also style the movie name. It's going to have font is semi bold for the bold. After that we'll have the style for the movie info button here, and it's supposed to be lowercase m. After this, and for this movie info button I will just give it margin top is 10 pixel. After that I'm going to search for this movie info item. Both of this will have a width is 150 pixel. For the display is flex, and for the justify is going to be between. Save, and for the movie info value here I'm going to give it font is, let me see, for the medium is 500, so it will be normal. What about normal? Here it is 500. What about light? Is going to be light. For the movie bottom here I'm going to give it padding is 20 pixel. Margin is also 20 pixel. Then save it. This is supposed to be movie form. For the movie form I'm going to give display as flex, and for the flex direction is going to be column. For the label inside of here I'm going to give it class name equal to display. Oops, it's supposed to be margin bottom is 10 pixel, and then for the text color is going to be gray. It will be gray 600. Let's save it. And for the input here I'm going to give it class name equal to, for the input I'm going to give it margin bottom is 10 pixel, and then for the border is none. After we have the border is none, padding is going to be 5 pixel. After that I'm going to give it border but just for the bottom. So for border bottom is going to be 1. It's going to be, wait a second, how do you write border instead of the tailwind here? Border, what about border width first? Oh, border b is equal to 1 pixel. It's supposed to be in here 1 pixel, and then we will have the Border B is solid. There's no solid here, but I will just set it gray and then 600. Let's save it. For the form left, let me see form left in here. We don't need it. And then for this movie upload image, it will have width is equal to 100 pixel. Height is also 100 pixel. For the radius is going to be rounded, is going to be MD. For the object is going to be cover. For the margin right is going to be 20 pixel. Save, and then we're going to give style also to this movie right, movie form right, I mean. It's going to have display is equal to flex direction is column, and for the justify content is going to be between. For the movie uploads, I will give it flex, and then item center is going, and then for the item align item is going to be center. After that, for this button, I'm going to give it class name is equal to movie button, and then for the border is none, padding is 5 pixel, rounded is MD, background is going to be blue, but is going to be 900, text color is going to be white. For the font weight, font is going to be, let me see if semi-bold, so it will be semi-bold, and for the cursor it's going to be pointer. Let's save and see how it looks in the React app here. So we got our movie title and then movie kits here, but I think there's something still not right in here. Here you can see the image, and then big hero. What is this? Big hero 6 hum. Let me see in here. So this was supposed to be flex. Now let's save it and see in here. Refresh the website. We got our update in here. Let's see. And also for this movie, where it is movie from life in here, I'm going to edit flex, and then flex direction is going to be column. Let's save it and see how it looks here after we add that. Now this is the right display, but for the update button and the image, it should be in here. So let's see here. And also in here I have a typo. It's supposed to be class name, not class name mean. Let's refresh it and see. What about now? Do we got some change? This look more good, or this looks a little bit more better, but for this info is still a big mess. So let's search for the error here. So the first thing we are going to do to fix the style or the display is in here. We should delete the alts, and in here we are not supposed to give it some space because the width is already fit in. And also we are not going to give it justify content, justify space between, I mean. After that, in here we have for the movie form is not like this. It's supposed to have display is flex, then justify content is going to be between. Let's save it, and here let's check it out in the website. And also after this was not supposed to be between, it's supposed to be around. for the form right, and for the movie uploads it's good. Let's save, and now finally we get our category or the movie title and our image in here. And I think that's it for this video. We already make the details page of the movie. And thanks a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn on the bell notification. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.